Well, today, guys, we will be playing 3rd and 4th place in the Bundesliga, and we could cement our place in the top 4 and even winning the Bundesliga this season. But we have got to beat Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen to do that. No pressure. If you're new to the channel, of course, this is our FM22 Journeyman, where we're attempting to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. And this is our 4th club, Hertha Berlin. We're on a pretty decent run of form at the moment, if we ignore that 4-1 loss to Mönchengladbach that happened in the last episode. But we did follow it up with a 5-0 win against Frankfurt. And hopefully we can continue that sort of form and not the form we had against Mönchengladbach in this match against Borussia Dortmund. Going into this tie, we have the following lineup. We've got Mendy in goal, Cucurella, Delporte, Mancini and Funk as our back four. Freeman, Traore and Neuhaus in midfield, with Cavarat over on the left, Techahoa on the right and Lorenzo Luca remaining up front. 3 changes then since the last match, so we have managed to rotate just a little bit. Ethan Ampadu is playing for Borussia Dortmund as well. I do love when you're this far forward in a save and players that you know just stop popping up in weird places. If you do enjoy today's episode, of course, and you haven't already, do hit the subscribe button and join the channel so you can follow along with this series that is being uploaded on a daily basis. I've just seen as well, of course, Zingerl is still at Borussia Dortmund. He was our goalkeeper at Barnsley for a little bit. We then sold him on because he wanted to leave and went over to Borussia Dortmund. He does seem to be still there, although it does look like he is now the backup goalkeeper for Borussia Dortmund rather than their first choice in the side. We have got our first highlight of the match here. Cucurella taking his throw in and getting that one to Cavarat. He's now managed to get across far into the box, and Techahoa is going to head us ahead against Borussia Dortmund. 1-0 up with inside the first 5 minutes of this tie. That is a brilliant start, but we do want to temper expectations here because, of course, we've had a couple of those brilliant starts in the last few episodes, and then it's all gone wrong from there. Techahoa did really well to get that under the bar there from such a tight angle, because he was really close to the line when he headed that one. Delporte's got a yellow card. I do think that means Delporte's going to miss the match against Bayer Leverkusen, but we'll worry about the Bayer Leverkusen match as and when it happens. That is a future James problem in the second half of this episode. Right now, of course, full focus on Borussia Dortmund. We are at home and we do seem to be pressing home that home advantage here. If you're having a look at the match stats, another attack for us here. Traore back to Techahoa. Techahoa, I'm not even sure exactly what happened there. That seemed to hit Cavarat in the head and hit the crossbar simultaneously from that shot. It was a good effort, to be fair. It's a real shame it didn't actually go in, which would have been obviously much more preferable. We have got a corner here coming towards the end of the first half. It doesn't go any further than the first defender, though, for Borussia Dortmund. Traore is going to have to drop back deep to regain possession there. Funk now trying to launch us on our way to a counter-attack. Can Funk get across into the box? He has tried to launch it forward. It is cut out by the Borussia Dortmund defender again. Luckily, we have regained possession. We're going to make some sort of attack here. It's a long highlight so far. Cavarat is through on goal. Cavarat is still through on goal. He's hit the post. He's hit the post. He managed to round the goalkeeper, but couldn't actually get the finish in there and sneak it round, instead hitting the post. We have got another corner here, which will probably be the last bit of the tie. Techahoa, part of the tie, pet of the half. Techahoa scoring his second goal, though. It's nodded down at that far post for him to absolutely slam home. Not using his head, this boy. Neuhaus, as we can see, crossing it into Mancini, who's just headed it back across goal for Techahoa to knock home. The goalkeeper was very wrong-footed there, but Techahoa is having an absolute brilliant game. Let's tell him that. Let's go to Techahoa. I don't want to click on him. I just want to talk to him. Relax, it won't do you any good to play in this frame of mind. Yeah, you git. You're having a fantastic game. Now stop being excited about it. Calm down. We don't want you going out there with confidence. God, what do you think this is? Cucurella here with a throw-in just to get us started back again. Can we go and have an equally good second half here against Borussia Dortmund? Techahoa is through on goal again. It's been blown for a foul. That's an interesting one. is going to go to VAR. So the referee is going to talk to that tiny little man that lives in his ear. We're checking, Phil. We're checking. It is going to be a penalty. And you'd assume here Techahoa is going to take it. And because he is now on his brace, he's now on his hat-trick. Of course, that's why he's taking the penalty. Not on normal penalty taker, but he has got a hat-trick today inside 52 minutes against Borussia Dortmund. This is the sort of form we do want. Kavarat is looking pretty tired though, and I do want him for the next match. And so I think we're going to probably take him off now. I'll bring on Alberto Morello over on that side. Doesn't always play there, but he's got more than decent enough attributes to actually manage to go over there, so I'm not worried about putting him there. Neyhouse over to Freeman here. Freeman into Techahoa once again. That man is everywhere today. Back to Funk. Funk has managed to get into the box. Can he make a cross? He can to Lorenzo Luca. Lorenzo Luca is going to get the goal here at the second time of asking, and we are 4-0 up against the black and gold team, Borussia Dortmund. I thought this would be one of the more difficult ties. As it turns out, we've managed to pretty much just walk this one, which it does make you wonder how we're losing 4-1 to Mönchengladbach literally 2 matches ago in yesterday's episode. But today we're going to come and batter Borussia Dortmund. It doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. Techahoa is going to come off. He's done his job today. He's had a fantastic match, but he is looking tired. And if he's going to be in this sort of form, we are again going to want him for the Bayer Leverkusen match, which is in this same game week. So we do want players as fit as possible. Traore with a cross into the box here. And now we are still trying to get another goal. Borussia Dortmund eventually clearing that one. Can we cut out this bit? We can. Del Port has cut that one out. Cucurella now bringing the ball forward. And can we get a cross in from this right-hand side? And maybe even a 5th goal. Traore is tackled. Luca's there to try and hit the rebound. We haven't managed to get one when we've somehow still got possession. I'm not quite sure how we've managed it, but we've somehow regained possession pretty much straight away. And the attack is still going. This is a super long highlight. Cucurella now back to Neyhouse. Cucurella again. That's the end of the highlight. After all that, that's the end of the highlight. Again, I feel like that looks suspiciously like it's crossed the line to me, but never mind. And can we go once again and get a 5th goal here? We are through on goal. Goalkeeper chipped. Goalkeeper saved. I'm not sure. It looks like the goalkeeper's actually managed to save that one. We are going to get a resulting corner though. Neyhouse into Lorenzo Luca, who is going to get his head to it, but it's going to be fairly easily saved by the goalkeeper on this occasion. I think Lorenzo Luca can probably come off as well. He's another one. I am going to want him in the next match. We're 4-0 up now with 20 minutes to go. You would hope that's pretty much job done. It does allow me to bring Penna on as well, who does need a little bit of game time. And as we saw at the end of yesterday's episode, we have now quite annoyed Maxi Gomez. So I don't know how much longer he'll be around. So it'd be nice if we could get Penna to have some game time. So if he is called upon, he is at least a bit more improved to what he is now. He is capable at the moment. Troy's just taken off a knock. We'll take him off. He is capable at the moment, and he does score the occasional goal. We've been mostly playing him out on the left, of course. So he hasn't been getting bags and bags of goal. Funk's been brought down there by a Borussia Dortmund player. It seems a bit silly this late on in the game. It's not going to change anything at this point. He is only going to get a talking to, of course. So it doesn't make a lot of difference. But equally, what was the point there? That's going to be a goal kick because although Mancini is good with his head, he isn't that tall. We have got a 4-0 win against Borussia Dortmund though, which is kind of the main point here. It does mean now we are currently top. Obviously, Bayern Munich still to play, and they have already a better goal difference. So if they win their match, they will regain the top spot. But we are doing all right. Despite this match being 2 weeks away, not all of our team are fit, and some of them are also suspended. So we have had to rotate a fair amount for this match against Bayer Leverkusen. We've got Mendy in goal, Cucurella, Valdez, Machini and Funk as our back four. Diallo, Neyhouse and Ray Bigger in midfield. Penna on the left with Techahoa on the right and Luca up front. Funk not completely fit, but also look at his current ability. If you have a look at Funk right now, he is being described as world class. Despite being a pretty expensive signing, Funk has been a good one, and his crossing is obscenely good still. So I'm very, very glad that we've managed to bring him in this season. He's making a very, very big difference to the side. Let's hope he can do it tonight against Bayer Leverkusen, who are, as we can see, I say as we can see, we can't see because the league table has once again gone. We are currently top, but that's obviously because we're playing at the moment. Bayern Munich are actually top, and Bayer Leverkusen just behind us in third. So this is an all-important tie, especially after we just beat Borussia Dortmund. If we can win here as well, we are pretty much securing a top 2 finish, unless we completely collapse for the rest of the season, which, you know, we have been known to do in this series with our teams. So never completely 100% secure, and we've just conceded. Why are we so good in certain matches and then the next match along we will be awful? I mean, we're not awful here yet, but equally we are already conceding. We had such a good match there against Borussia Dortmund. I was hoping it would continue here. We have got a corner here though, so there is some hope. Neuhaus into the near post. Mancini once again rising above the defenders to nod that one home. That man is practically a cheat code on set pieces at the moment. He is bagging one every 2 or 3 games at least. I'm not sure how many goals that is for him this season, but it is a fair few for a defender. Puts us back on level pegging as well with Bayer Leverkusen going into the break, although Penna is through into the box here, crossing it. I say he's crossing it, he's cut it all the way back, and that's kind of almost ended the attack. Cucurella into Luca. Luca's missed an absolute sitter there. How do you miss that one? I genuinely can't believe he's missed that one. That was presented to him on an actual platter, and yet he's not managed to put it home. He's been knocking them back for the last few games. I'm just having a look down here. Penna is on a 5.9 rating. He needs to come off immediately. We're going to bring on Kavarat for the rest of this tie. Obviously, he's not quite fully fit, but I think he'll be able to get through the second half. But we cannot have somebody dragging down the team that much. We've given Penna his game time. But if you're dropping a below 6 rating, you need to come off realistically. We are almost at the end of the tie. We're going to make a couple more substitutions. I'm not really seeing very many highlights this second half. Jaeger's going to come on for Funk here because he is looking very, very tired. Techo is looking tired as well, but I do want to keep him on the field at the moment. So I think Neuhaus comes on and Egerstein comes on for him, and we just try and see out the rest of this tie. Now if we can go and grab a goal, that would be lovely, because we are, like, in terms of, once again, match stats and shots, we're definitely ahead in the tie, but we haven't got much longer left now to actually go and grab a goal against Bayer Leverkusen. Rodrigo here for Leverkusen bringing the ball forward, and they are coming forward on the attack. Can we regroup quick enough here to stop this cross coming in? We can't. Can we clear it? We can't. And we have conceded the second of the match now, and that means we do need to go on the attack. We're very much a 50-50 team in episodes at the moment. We'll win one and we'll lose one. One day we'll have an episode where we win both. Obviously it doesn't help that we obviously show the more important matches and potentially the more difficult matches on YouTube, but we're so 50-50 where we're, like I said, we're absolutely batter Borussia Dortmund, but then we'll also now lose 2-1 to Bayer Leverkusen, and yeah, we're not quite as consistent really as we need to be. Bit disappointing, that one. It does mean with that result we are going to remain in second. Bayer Leverkusen are now breathing down our neck, and Bayern Munich have the chance to increase that gap. I'm not sure who they're playing next. Let's have a quick look. They are playing Mönchengladbach, so you'd expect them to probably win that one. Maybe they'd drop up some points against like the RB Leipzig and stuff. Interesting. We have just lost a game after 5 games without defeat in the league. We are still second. The board, I'd imagine, are pretty happy with that. They just want us to qualify for the Champions League, which this season is top 3, I think, still in Germany. Now we just need to keep the good results going, and in tomorrow's episode we'll come back for the Bayern Munich and the Union Berlin matches in January, alongside potentially any transfers we might make if we've got players leaving the club or players that we really want to bring in. As always though guys, thank you very much for watching today. If you have enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. It helps share the video out to some people who might not have seen it yet on YouTube, and if you are enjoying the series and haven't yet done so, hit the subscribe button and join the channel as well. It is obviously completely free. You can unsubscribe later on if you do want to, but there's loads going on the channel, including this series that is uploaded on a daily basis for your viewing pleasure. Until next time though guys, thank you very much for watching again today. Check out the content on the end screen after this, and I will see you on tomorrow's episode. Bye bye.